Good morning to you on this last Friday in August. It's pumpkin spice all the way now. I'm Bill Bevins. I'm joined by our friend Andrea Swipe Murdoch. Good morning, Andrea.
You just leapt right into fall.
Well,
look at
the
that.
Last day of August.
You're not the only one,
Yeah.
I'm sure. But good morning to everyone who's watching us today. I'm so happy to be with you on this Friday. We are one step closer to the Labor Day holiday weekend. Oh my gosh, where did that time go?
Yeah. You know, I'm a person who lives constantly in summer.
Yes.
I don't recognize those.
Summer is a mindset.
Yes. So you can talk about all this other stuff all you want. It's still going to be summer.
So you're not a pumpkin spice type of guy?
No.
Pumpkins?
No.
Gourds?
I like gourds and pumpkins, but no pumpkin.
But see, we're in the victory lap of summer right now, where we get a chance
There's still a lot left.
Yeah, we start transitioning into summer or fall a bit, but it's still warm outside.
Yeah,
this is my favorite part. It's not so hot, but it's, you know.
And the leaf war hasn't started yet.
That's right, but we're gearing up. We're dusting off.
Getting the equipment.
We're shining up the leaf blowers.
That's right.
That's right. Don't forget, we need pictures and video of the leaf war.
Okay, yeah, all right.
The battle of...
It's like 70 million to 1 is the odds.
That's okay.
But I've won every year, so.
There you go.
Yeah,
I want to see that
70
victorious...
million of them, one of me.
The victorious moment where we have officially claimed the war.
And nowadays, that's in December, and we got a ways to wait. We always enjoy sharing a few highlights and see what you're doing. We plan to open up the inbox during our Everywhere You Are segment to check out some pretty cool pictures and videos, great moments and adventures, and we look forward to seeing them again this morning. Oh, like this one. Yeah, that's nice. We'll fill in all the details and share a few more. Stuff like that's coming up in about 20 minutes or so.
Well, Dave Parker takes us on a tour of the Shenandoah region. We'll check his latest adventure coming up in our second half hour.
Looking forward to that. And he's performed on our show a few times over the years. Tony Craddock Jr. is an award-winning composer, songwriter, and saxophonist from the DMV area. He submitted this music video with us, and we wanted to share it with you. Here's a sample.
I love it. Right. I have one of his CDs in my car, and I do pop it in. It's like the only CD that I still have in my car, and I pop it in every now and again. He's a fellow George Mason alumni as well, so yes, can't wait for that.
All right, looking forward to it.
All right, the weekend, Labor Day week, holiday weekends. What do you have on your agenda?
Oh, wow. I'm clear at this point.
That's good.
Whatever pops up, whatever's on the to-do list, and then we always do a cookout, of course.
Enjoying it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We take the opportunity to do Family Fun Day, and it's a day full of extended family. We do competitions, sack races, all those kind of things.
We've been working together for a couple of years now, and I think that you should set up a playbook about how to do family stuff, because your parents are involved, your cousins, everybody gets together, and that is so important, especially with little kids, but big kids like me too. I like seeing my cousins and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should
put together a little manual
on how to do it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it is just saying you'll do it. In this day and age, people don't have cookouts and family events and Sunday dinners like they did before.
Everybody's well, we're busy, aren't we?
Yeah, we're busy, and the house isn't clean, and we got to blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So you just got to do it.
Just got
to do it.
All right.
Yeah. But I'll work on
Somebody
that
else already has that logo. That's
just do it.
Yeah, they've got
We'll find another one.
To come up with another one.
There you go. Well, in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break. We hope to see you in 1 minute.
Good morning to you. We hope your week has been a great one. Thank you for spending part of your Friday morning here with us. I'm Bill Bevins. Andreas White Murdaugh is here as well.
Hello, hello, and happy Friday to you and all of you out there. It's always a pleasure to be here with you.
Yeah, so we were talking about the fall and all of that that's entailed in all of that. Yeah, it was interesting to me. Up until the last few years, we used to have in the Richmond area what they used to call the King's Dominion rule.
Oh, yeah.
Was the kids didn't start back to school until after Labor Day.
That's right.
They've already been at it now for a couple of weeks.
A couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's such a huge difference of them going to school when it's hot outside and
Still very hot
outside. Yeah, it's still very warm.
Well, once upon a time they talked about how there were some schools that didn't necessarily have the best air conditioning or air conditioning at all, and so they were waiting until the weather changed a little bit. But now we're back. We've been hot and heavy for a couple weeks, and
and I think most of the schools do have air conditioning now.
Yeah.
Whether it works well or not, that's a different thing. But yeah, yeah.
Well.
But they have been back for a while now.
Yeah, and they've made the transition well. I don't know that I would have been as happy going back before Labor Day, having been going, after Labor Day for so many years.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't go back until after Labor Day.
No.
But it is where we are now. So.
But they get out a little bit earlier, so you get a little bit of balance on the front end.
And I don't like to use the S word, but we haven't had any snow days in a long time.
Yeah.
So if all goes according to plan, no. If it all goes according to plan, they'll be getting off much earlier because they won't have those built-in days that they have to make up. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see about. We need to ask Tom about what the Farmer's Almanac says about this winter.
Ooh.
You don't want to.
Oh, I've seen
I feel like they said that last year, though, that it was going to be a rough winter, and then it was okay.
Well, the woolly worm has spoken.
Okay.
so therefore, it must be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right, well, we'll get geared up for that. First, we got to dust off the leaf blowers before we get to the you-know-what days. Yeah. All right, well, speaking of, we've got a great show lined up for you to enjoy, so let's jump right in.
Here's a quick overview of some of what is coming up.
We always look forward to opening up our inbox to showcase some fun submissions, and that'll be part of our Everywhere You Are segment.
And Dave Parker takes us on his latest adventure in the Shenandoah region. That's still to come on our Friday morning show.
Mm-hmm. How fitting as we head into the Labor Day weekend. Today is National Beach Day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. So Labor Day weekend, I know many people are going to be heading to the beaches this weekend as the last hurrah of the summer as summer winds down. Here's some fun beach facts. According to the wind calendar, beaches act as a buffer zone for the mainland against storms and hurricanes. The world's longest beach is in Brazil, stretching over 240 kilometers. And the color of a beach's sand depends on the rocks and the minerals that make up the sand. White sand beaches are made from limestone or coral. Black sand beaches are usually found near volcanoes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, have you been to a black sand beach before?
I have, yeah.
Oh, I've not done that before.
Yeah, in the Caribbean.
Is it your favorite beach?
No.
What's your favorite?
But it was very cool to see.
Yeah. Is it truly black?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, I need to put that on my bucket list.
In the rock beaches where you have to bring a mat. You can't lay on a towel.
Yeah.
It's smooth rocks, but it's still rocks. So you bring a mat. I've done that in the black sand beaches.
All right, I'm adding that to my bucket list, a black sand beach.
I think the black sand beach I went to was a nude beach.
Oh, well, we'll have to.
All right, let's move on.
We'll have to do some research on which beaches.
That was a long time ago. Long time ago.
Maybe that's why I haven't been to one.
Anyway, you want to think about where you want to go to the beach, and
we'll make a
use
list.
all that knowledge that we gave you about what makes the beach and the watercolor and all of that.
There you go.
All right.
That's great.
All right, settle down here. All right, if you have an older roof and it's a little concerning, it's starting to show a little wear and tear, before you get it replaced, Roof Renew may be a viable option for you. Take a look.
Today's Roof Report, sponsored by Roof Renew.
I
I had called 3 different roofing companies to ask them if they could come out and do repairs, and 2 of them said they don't do repairs. The third one came out, and they said they do repairs, but they ended up giving me a quote to replace my entire roof. And I knew that wasn't necessary because our roof is not that old. So because I had searched for roof repair, Roof Renew came up in my feed, and I did some research, and I called, and it was just the most wonderful experience dealing with a service organization that I've had. And the Roof Renew process did exactly what I needed it to do. The crew touched up all of the cracks before they did the process. Everything was just perfect. I would absolutely recommend Roof Renew because it really enhanced the appearance of my roof. It was just exactly what my roof needed, so I'm very pleased.
Today's Roof Report has been sponsored by Roof Renew.
For coming back from the break. We want you to save the date and come join CBS 6 for the 11th annual Speak Up 5K, sponsored by Dominion Payroll. That will benefit the Cameron K. Gallagher Foundation. CBS 6 is a proud sponsor of this event that raises awareness of teen mental health to erase the stigma. You can register for the 5K by scanning that QR code on your screen. It's being held September 7th at Byrd Park. In order to walk comfortably, you might need the right sneakers that can give you great support. Right now, let's check in with the Good Feet store.
This segment is sponsored by the Good Feet store.
Back pain can be difficult to manage, but did you know arch supports can provide some relief? Today, our friend Grace Voden-Sneed of the Good Feet store is here to join us. You know, I think back pain is probably, as time goes on, pretty much everybody has some degree of back pain to deal with, and it can really change your attitude and how you feel, can't it?
It really can, and it's just when you're going throughout life and you're suffering from any type of lower body pain, that could be back, ankle, knee, hip, feet pain, it's really hard to enjoy your day-to-day activities, let alone all the extracurricular activities that you want to do as well.
And it can start with the arches in a lot of cases, can it?
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize, you know, the feet, they are the foundation of our bodies. We really need to make sure we're taking care of the structural alignment. So it's something as simple as putting a Good Feet arch support into your shoe can not only protect your feet, but also relieve the pain from your ankles, your knees, your hips, and the lower back. And it's so incredible to hear customer stories and how much better they feel. We actually had a customer, his name is Robert, and here's what he had to say.
Plantar fasciitis, bad flat feet. I've tried everything. Insoles, new shoes. About every 3 or 4 months, got tired of spending money. Kept hearing the Good Feet store commercials. I said, why not give it a try? I started the whole program, and now I feel great. No back pain at all whatsoever. So if I stood in one spot for a while, say watching my kids play a basketball game, my lower back would hurt. So I kind of have to keep moving around and do things. Now that I have the supports, they keep me stable, good posture, no lower back pain. My feet have been flat for years. They've gotten worse with age. The supports are great. I felt it right away as soon as I walked out the store. And now when I use the arch supports and the dress shoes, it feels great. I have no problems, able to dance, walk around, no problems whatsoever. It feels great. Don't waste your time on spending money elsewhere. Go to the Good Feet store and try it.
Great story from Robert there. All right, so, you know, a mistake I made early on before I found the Good Feet store was that, okay, I'm going to get something really soft and cushy. Put a pillow in my shoe, basically.
Yep.
That's not the point, is it?
No, that's not what you want, because our feet...
What's going on here with these guys?
Yeah, so our feet are so complex. We have 4 arches in each foot. We have over 100 bones, ligaments, and tendons in each foot that not one type of cushiony support or a shoe can really address all the nuances in your feet. So that's why we have a 3-step system. So it's 3 different styles of arch supports to fit into your lifestyle.
it's an experience that they're going to take you through in the store. Kind of set that up for us a little bit, Grace.
Yeah, so we do free fittings and test walks. So we say to allocate about 45 minutes because this is a time where we get to really sit down and get to know your needs, your concerns, what's your goals, what is your lifestyle like. We'll take footprints and foot measurements of your feet, and then we'll pick out a personalized 3-step system. So it's 3 different styles of arch supports to fit into your shoes, into your lifestyle. You don't have to work your lifestyle around what kind of shoes can I wear with my arch supports, because they can fit into any style of shoes.
And you kind of went through that real quick. They take a footprint and they actually measure your foot, and it makes a big difference.
It does. I love hearing customer stories, and just, you know, when they put their arch supports into their shoes and they go their day-to-day activities, they're finally able just to really enjoy the moment and not deal with that pain or that chronic pain they've been dealing with. And if you're somebody who is suffering from that lower type of body pain, don't wait. Come into the Good Feet store today or go to goodfeet.com to make your appointment, because we'll love to serve you and really help you get to that pain-free life.
And they'll fit in your summer shoes, all of them, no matter what they are, and it's going to make a big difference in your bet you're having. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the information.
Well, thank you.
Too. Here's some additional information. The Good Feet store has locations in Short Pump, and they have a new location in Midlothian, 12,743 Stone Village Way. Give them a call at 804-538-9633 or visit them at goodfeet.com. You can find them on social media too. Andreas, what's coming up next?
Some of Virginia's most sweeping views and rolling valleys are filled with small towns. It's in those towns where some of the simple yet memorable memories can be made. In his latest installment of his Discover with Dave series, Dave Parker takes us to Shenandoah.
This segment is sponsored by Rockingham Insurance.
Between Winchester and Harrisonburg is where you'll find inviting small towns where the views from main streets look like this. My guess is that the chance to drive through a covered bridge with mountains behind you is part of what keeps people here and draws visitors. My day in the Shenandoah Valley started in Newmarket, where a few of the locals recommended I have breakfast at the Southern Kitchen. It's been a staple of this town since the mid-1950s, with updated bar stools honoring the various military branches and that welcoming feel you hope for. Its morning menu offered up what's called the Virginia Man's Breakfast. 2 eggs, salty ham, home fries, toast, and coffee or juice. Whew, a good way to start any day. Heading north from Newmarket, towns like Mount Jackson offer you the unique opportunity to order a refreshing beverage from the sidewalk. If you'd like your drinks with a little more oomph, there are a number of wineries around here, such as Third Hill Winery at DeMello Vineyards. It's a reminder that grapes often grow in beautiful places. Before our last stop, a quick mention that history is a big draw here, especially that of the Civil War. The Virginia Museum of the Civil War is right off I-81 near Newmarket. My day in the valley ended in Woodstock. It's about 20 miles from where I started. Locally made honey, which I'm sure you can get just about anywhere around here, was part of my luggage home. Locals recommended getting an ice cream at the aptly named Sugar Creek. Dinner was at the Woodstock Brewhouse. Locally brewed beers, a full menu, plus inside and outside seating make it deservedly one of the most popular spots in town. Virginia's biggest valley is filled with some of the smaller, relaxing pleasures in traveling. Enjoy finding them. In Shenandoah County, I'm Dave Parker.
Thank you, Dave. For home, auto, and farm insurance, give Rockingham Insurance a call, 800-434-7736, or visit rockingham.insure to find a local agent. We've got more in store for you to enjoy when Virginia This Morning returns right after this break. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Virginia This Morning. Folks, you have the chance to help raise money for the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Richmond. This year's Red Shoe Rendezvous Gala is set for September 16th at the Dominion Club in Glen Allen. The theme this year is 60s Palm Springs. To purchase tickets, just scan on that QR code on your screen. And if you buy them before September 2nd, you can save up to $50. Now, before we head to break, here's our latest conversation with our friends from Renew Health and Wellness.
This segment is sponsored by Renew Health and Wellness.
We don't often realize it, but the skin is the largest organ in the body. We all hope to have radiant skin, and our friends at Renew Health and Wellness have some options that can help. Here to tell us all about it is Trish Banks, Patient Care Coordinator. Thank you so much for coming in.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Now, we talk about Renew when it comes to bioidentical hormone replacement and weight loss most of the time, but today you're here to talk about skin and some treatments that can make us all radiant.
That's correct. So at Renew, our core service is the hormone replacement, natural, bioidentical, and then we have weight loss. But we have a lot of clients that also, once they feel good on the inside, they want to look good on the outside. So we've added aesthetics over the last few years, and it's just taken off. So, I thought summer would be a great time to talk about skin because we often overlook it in the summer. We're out in the heat and the humidity and in the sun. And so we have some treatments to really help get your glow back.
What are some of those treatments? Do tell.
Yes. So my two favorites are our microneedling with PRP, which is plasma, platelet-rich plasma, and then we have the VI peel, which is a chemical peel. And they work really well together, so in very different ways. So the microneedling is going to get deep into the dermal layer. It's actually a pen that has little tiny needles on the end of it, and we draw your blood, spin your plasma, and then that liquid gold, your platelet-rich plasma, we can then needle into the skin of the face and the neck and the chest, and it does amazing things. It really regenerates.
And you said that the VI peel, too, is on sale. So coupled with the microneedling, you can really get great results.
That's correct. So the VI peel works in a different way. So it's going to take off several layers of the older, dead skin. So it gets down to that really nice baby skin. So you've got the plasma working on the inside, and then you've got the peel on the surface. We have a great special, and that's what I want to talk about today. We're pairing those together so that you can get the best of both worlds, and we have a fantastic package. It's over $700 off.
Wow, that is incredible. And you brought in some before and after pictures too.
I did.
Let's talk about those, because when you can see those results, that's pretty amazing.
Correct. Yeah. So if you have them, what I'll tell you is that it makes a huge difference. You've got sunspots, you've got wrinkles, you've got fine lines. And so by doing both of these together, your skin is going to improve dramatically.
So when we are all there, this is the summertime, and the damage that you do to your skin maybe can't be fully reversed, but there are definitely things you can do to take care of yourself.
Correct. So the nice thing about this is obviously we believe in home care as well, but doing these treatments is really going to help build new collagen. And so in the future, as you age, you're just going to slow it way down. Everybody's going to get, some skin, our skin is going to change as we get older, but you want to slow that down and sometimes reverse the damage.
So you can do really a whole body experience at Renew.
You can. You can feel great on the inside and look great on the outside.
That's what we love to hear. Thank you for coming in today, Trish. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
For more information about Renew Health and Wellness, it is located at 10120 West Broad Street, Suite F in Glen Allen, Virginia. They can be reached at 804-420-8889 or visit renewmetoday.com. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And stay with us. Virginia This Morning returns after a quick break.
This segment is sponsored by Pentec Flooring by Mr. Fixit.
Ready to upgrade your home? Pentec Flooring is the newest product now offered by Mr. Fixit. Our friend Mark Benstock, the owner of Mr. Fixit, joins us to share some great news. Good to see you.
Great to be here with you.
This is exciting because it's opening up some great opportunities for folks to get a big grade up on their garage floor.
Yeah, you're right. You know, if you've got a concrete garage floor, you have a concrete basement, or even an outside patio, sidewalk, around a pool, we are delighted to be the exclusive company for its manufacturer. It's named Pentec, and they have this amazing coating. So you can, the most common, of course, is garages, because where we live with all the homes and all the attached, or you know, and we love turning that garage from just plain into something gorgeous. When I had it done at my house, you know, my wife was just, holy mackerel, this looks amazing.
So it goes from garage to garage mahal.
Yes, it does. And so many of us use our garage for more than just parking, you know, a car. A lot of us, you know, have either, you know, workout equipment or a workshop or something. But if it's concrete, you know, smooth concrete, we can transform it. And the colors are just stunning. There's so many different varieties of options. It can even do a sports team color, and we can start a rivalry in the family, maybe.
Yeah. You know, epoxy's been a thing for years now.
Yeah.
Is this an upgrade from that?
It is definitely an upgrade from that. This is not an epoxy floor. This is the next step up. This carries, epoxy doesn't have quite as good of a warranty normally, and it also can potentially have fade issues. So with our polyurea coating from Pentec, from the manufacturer, we can give the customer a get it once, get it done right. You know, that's what we bring to the table, Bill, is as you know, customer satisfaction is super important to us. We are one of the few local companies here that have, you know, a big variety of products that we like to do and love to serve the community for over 54 years. And at the top of our list is, if we're going to recommend something, it's got to be something that not only looks good today, but looks good for many years to come and is durable. Some of the lower cost options in the epoxy world, for example, can peel up. A lot of our customers that we are grinding off the old epoxy, and that's actually part of the process. Is we do a very light amount of grinding that takes a super thin layer of the concrete off, so that when the Pentec product is applied, it bites, and that's why we have that lifetime warranty.
So I had a friend who had epoxy done a couple of years ago. It was a process, and it took forever, and almost had to leave the house because of the fumes.
Yeah.
How long does this take?
So the great news about our process is we'll get it done typically in a day, unless it's a monster garage. I think you've got an 8-car garage with all the sports cars, right? So that might take us, no, I'm just kidding, but that might take us longer. But other than that, the most common 2-car garage, we're in and out in a day. The customer is just amazed at how beautiful it looks, and we love being part of it.
Comes in colors, takes a day, looks gorgeous,
and it's not expensive. You know,
there it is.
No, I mean that's like the best part of it is that when it comes to home improvement, you know, a lot of products are way more than this, so it's very affordable.
Lifetime warranty.
And lifetime warranty. How about that?
Fantastic.
Yep.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah.
And folks, obviously a name you trust has got something else that you can put their trust in, and they'll do a fantastic job for you. Right now, $400 off plus 24 months interest free with Pentec Flooring by Mr. Fix-It. You'll find the showroom at 10,189 Maple Leaf Court in Ashland. For more information, give them a call, 804-726-8006, or visit the website, MrFixItVA.com. Virginia This Morning returns after a quick break. Welcome back. We love checking in with you in our Everywhere You Are segments. It's always great to see the fun and exciting things that you've been up to with your friends and family.
That's right. Please continue to share them with us so we can share them here every morning. All right, speaking of, what do we have to share today?
All right, our friend Johnny Lee Long is always styling and excited to have him back in the studio sometime soon. Looking.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh. I just wonder what his closet looks like.
Huge.
Huge.
But even the saddle Oxfords, I'm like, where do you find those nowadays?
Yeah. He's probably got a few good vintage pieces that he takes good care of. Thanks always. Well, Karen Gloyer Little was down at Raintree Lake and visited their great egret. Is that what, egret?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's looking great.
He looks like he's on a mission.
He's doing some fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Looking for the perfect one.
All right, Shanielle Jackson Thrower recently walked in a back-to-school fashion show. She said it was her first time, and she really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh, right now.
Yep.
You would never know it was her first time. She looks like she's owning the runway right there.
Ta-da. Yeah, got it.
I love it. I love it. All the back-to-school fashions. Well, now it's your time to shine. We want to share in your adventures that you're having.
It's easy to do if you have a fun snapshot or an amazing video, or you have several ways that you can get those visuals to us by the way of our social media channels. Upload either to Facebook or Instagram, or email us at virginiathismorning@wtvr.com. Then sit back, relax, and watch your own self on one of our special moments on Virginia This Morning.
That's right. Well, more children are living with peanut allergies than ever before. The impact of an allergic reaction can be fatal. This is a very timely and important topic, so we wanted to share Evan Armour's segment again with a pediatric allergy and asthma specialist about options to protect children. Here's their conversation.
If you're a parent or grandparent, you know trying new foods is a memorable part of childhood. But right now, more children in North America are living with peanut allergies than ever before. It's a condition that can impact every aspect of a child's life and be difficult for families to try to navigate.
Right now, we've actually seen many more children in North America having peanut allergy than ever before, and only about 20% of these kids will outgrow this peanut allergy. So this increase in prevalence over the past 20 years has sparked a growing need for an effective treatment. When I started, our options were simply to tell patients to avoid peanut and to carry their epinephrine autoinjector. But for many families, this strategy is just not enough. And I think, unfortunately, accidental exposures are high and reactions happen despite the best efforts of families. I think so. The good news is that there are research happening currently to help to treat this type of allergy.
Dr. Douglas Mack is a pediatric allergist. He says it's something families should keep top of mind early on.
I think from a prevention perspective, earlier is the better. As you probably know, getting that peanut into those babies to teach them how to handle this. That you're teaching them a new language. I think, unfortunately, for many of our families, that approach doesn't work for everybody. And I think that's why we need to be looking at what can we do to help prevent or to treat this for those patients who, despite all the best efforts of the families, the child still reacts, unfortunately.
Like many parents, Sarah Qureshi is trying to keep her daughter safe and healthy.
We thought we were doing everything right. We started feeding our daughter new foods when she was just over 6 months old. And at 9 months, we tried peanuts, and she had an instant reaction, which was frightening and scary for us and unexpected. And since then, I mean, as she's navigated preschool and parties and events like Halloween, Easter, I think about it all the time in terms of how to keep her safe.
They immediately sprung into action.
We went straight to an allergist, a pediatric allergist, and we were searching for answers. And in many ways, I think it switched from searching for answers to figuring out how to keep her safe and what we can do to best prepare her going forward.
Dr. Mack hopes his latest work will bring hope to parents looking to protect their children against peanut allergies.
Right now, I'm an investigator for a phase 3 clinical study called VITESSE, and this is using an investigational skin patch called the ViaSkin Peanut. It's for children ages 4 to 7 years of age, and it's an amazing little device. It has about 1/1000th of a peanut and a small film that goes onto the back, so these children actually don't have to eat any peanut whatsoever. And this ongoing exposure, what it does is it stimulates the special immune cells that are present in the skin to teach them that the peanut is okay. And treatment with this patch leads to a desensitization. So this refers to the ability for the child to eat more peanut protein before experiencing an allergic reaction, making it less likely that a child will have a reaction after an accidental exposure. So they still have to avoid eating peanut. They still have to carry their epinephrine autoinjector. But what this provides is a buffer of protection, kind of like wearing a seatbelt, so that it can reduce the likelihood of an accident and be a potentially life-saving tool for these children who are accidentally exposed to peanut.
Here's Dr. Mack's message to families who find themselves navigating a peanut allergy.
Truly, I think do your research. I think talk to pediatric allergists like us. There are options, and I think once again in the past we've had very few options. I think this is a great option to consider from a safety, from an effectiveness perspective. But families really have to kind of do a bit of the reading themselves and kind of investigate what would work for them. What would their child do? And I think this is a great option to consider.
With the hope that more families can get the help and knowledge they need to protect their little ones.
My daughter, in many ways, is thriving, and she's in preschool as we speak. And she's learning. She's learning she has allergies, but it's really mama and dada's burden to carry at this point. And overall, our goal is just to give her the most normal life possible, which I think we are doing the best we can.
Here's how you can learn more about the study.
For peanut allergic children ages 4 to 7, if you want to find out if this clinical trial is right for them and your family, it's the Vitesse website at vitesseallergystudy.com.
And we'll be sure to include a link on our show website. Just head to virginiathismorning.com. Evan Armour, Virginia This Morning. This segment is sponsored by Winslow, McCurry, and McCormick.
Having trusted legal counsel is incredibly important when navigating challenging times and circumstances. Today, Sarah McCurry, managing partner at Winslow, McCurry and McCormick, is here to share her insight. Again, we always appreciate it. Hey, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
Great. I've got questions this morning. We're going to talk about a power of attorney, and I guess we need to start here with what is a financial power of attorney?
Financial power of attorney is an incredibly important document. It is a document that you have the ability to sign as an individual, granting another person the power to be able to sign your name, pay bills, sign checks, sell your real estate. Basically, think about things that you could sign and transfer assets doing. You're granting that person the power to be able to do it on your behalf.
Wow. So this is somebody you really got to trust, obviously. When do most folks get the financial power of attorney?
I recommend that whenever a person's putting their estate plan together, that they go ahead and do one, because you never know when you're going to need it. The majority of power of attorneys are utilized when someone is incapacitated or under the weather, they've had a heart attack, something's going on, and they need someone else to step in and be able to handle their affairs. It can be also something as simple as one spouse is in the military and they're looking to sell their home so that they can relocate to another state, and the spouse that's still in the United States needs the authority to be able to sell the other spouse's name, right? So there are positives for why this document can be put in place, but it is most commonly used when something bad has happened and you need someone else to step up for you.
So obviously it can be somewhere off in the future if you're incapacitated, or it can be tomorrow if you set it up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm sorry. Let's suppose I set it up for some point in the future, and the person that I set it up with and I have a little falling out. What do we do then?
Yeah, you can revoke it. So different states have different laws. Some states say, hey, you rip it up and it's automatically revoked. But my advice is always to give notice to the person that you're revoking it from. Sign an official document revoking it, making sure that you're covering yourself by putting another person in place as your then financial power of attorney, and then giving notice not only to the person you're revoking it from, but to all of your financial institutions. Where do you bank? Who has your insurance? Who handles your investments?
That way it avoids any confusion. Everybody, all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, and everybody's on the same page.
Yes.
Okay. And we could use your help with stuff like that. One last question. When does the power of attorney end?
It ends when it's revoked or when you pass away. I have multiple people call the office annually saying that they want to sue a bank or they want to sue a financial institution because they won't accept the power of attorney. And what has invariably happened in most of those cases is that the person that they were the power of attorney for has passed away. And when that person passed away, that power of attorney lost of all of its power, right? So the power of attorney can no longer be used. And that's when the rest of your estate plan can kick in, right? That's when whoever you name as your executor can start acting. Or if there's no will, it's the administrator. If there's a trust involved, it's a trustee. So power of attorney is incredibly important while you're alive. And there's nothing saying that you can't set it up that your who you name as your power of attorney during your lifetime is not also going to be your executor or your trustee. They can be one and the same, but now that person has a different hat that they're going to be acting under.
Well, obviously there's a lot to this, and that's exactly what you do. Thank you for joining us again today, Sarah.
Thank you so much, Bill.
Winslow, McCurry, and McCormick, PLLC, is located at 1324 Sycamore Square, Midlothian. For more information, give them a call at 804-423-1382 or visit the website, wmmlegal.com. Connect with them on social media as well. And stick around. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to our last Friday in August. We'd like to thank all of you for watching our show each weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m.
We absolutely love the fact that you can join us each weekday morning. And of course, on Fridays, we have a little more fun. The things get a little more off the rails than we would any other day of the week. But it's Friday, and we had a great time again
Had
today.
A good time.
Yeah.
A good time. Going into a holiday weekend.
Okay. We leave you today with a performance from a very popular saxophonist, and he's from the Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area. He's actually a close personal friend of Andreas's.
Yeah, award-winning saxophonist Tony Craddock Jr. and his band Cold Front stay very busy throughout the year. Tony shared this video with us, and we want to share it with you again. We're working with him to get back in the Virginia This Morning studio just before he takes the stage on Sunday, October 27th at the Tin Pan with his band Cold Front.
From all of us here at Virginia This Morning, we wish you and your families a safe Labor Day weekend. Enjoy. We'll see you right back here Monday morning at 8:56 a.m.